Live from KBAK CBS in Bakersfield, this is Eyewitness News at 5.
I pray that people are mindful of these evacuation orders. They take them seriously. You can replace a home. You can't replace a life.
First at 5, Governor Gavin Newsom proclaiming a state of emergency in Kern County, helping to support the response to the Borel Fire. Thanks for joining us. I'm Rochelle Murcia.
And I'm Michael Patterson. The governor was in Kernville this morning surveying the damage left by the Borel Fire. That proclamation helps our county get state aid along with the federal assistance already secured by Newsom this weekend.
And the latest report by the Sequoia National Forest Services, the Borel Fire has burned more than 57,000 acres with 17% containment. But with another major fire burning in Northern California, Eyewitness News reporter Will Silverstein spoke with the governor to see if his office can secure enough resources here.
California Governor Gavin Newsom was in Kernville speaking about the devastation of the Boral Fire and what could still be a long summer fire season to come.
We still have work to do, particularly on the east side, but the containment at 17% is real progress.
Governor Newsom noting progress made by fire crews battling the Boral Fire in his visit to Kern County. Newsom, like many fire officials, making note of the thick grass quickly catching flame that's causing the Boral Fire to spread rapidly.
After years and years of drought and then 2 very, very wet, rainy seasons, the early grass, the brush, this was anticipated.
In addition to California, fires are raging across the Pacific Northwestern states too. An onslaught of blazes sending California firefighting resources out of state while hoping for more fire crews to come home and return. The fire truck behind me coming from out of county, from Orange County, California. I asked Governor Newsom if he thinks that California right now has the resources to fight this fire in Kern County as well as the Park Fire in Northern California. Do you think there will be enough availability if more fires continue to ravage through Kern County? We've seen around 1,000 so far.
Well, I was asking the chief a moment ago, nothing distills a sense of well-being more than coming to a situation like this and seeing local fire departments and to see these trucks from all over the damn state. Your question's a sobering one based upon how stretched we've been. Traditionally, we wouldn't have been so stretched if it was California specific. But a lot of that mutual aid was being stretched to west-wide fires, which have become more and more the norm. We are well-resourced. It's just a timeliness issue that is the challenge.
The fire now spreading to more than 55,000 acres with flames threatening television transmitters and even infrastructure used by emergency crews to communicate.
Even the emergency channels that we use as firefighters also hinge on some of these areas in here.
Turning to Bodfish, Kern County Fire Captain Andrew Freeborn showing us solid black containment lines that indicate the mouth of Caliente Bodfish Road has been contained, but the fire still has the potential to reach the town from around the neighboring peaks. How confident are you that this line is going to hold? Because I see some solid black line here, but I also see where you're trying to make containment.
Yeah, we're becoming more and more confident, but we're not going to let up until we know that the community is safe here. And that's why they're doing so much work with heavy equipment and hand crews being supported by those air operations, and they're going to continue to work at that.
Bodfish is not out of the woods from the Boral Fire just yet. Those same flames that engulfed Havilah are still making their way along that mountainside. Containment's there for now, but as Captain Freeborn said, still a long way to go to keep that community safe. Reporting in Kernville, Will Silverstein, Eyewitness News.
And today's question of the day is, do you feel that state leaders are doing enough to mitigate fire risk before fire season? You can weigh in. Just scan that QR code on your screen, then tap on the link or head to our website, bakersfieldnow.com/question. In our 6 o'clock hour, we'll take a look at the latest results.
And this just in, a huge step forward in battling the Borel Fire. Caltrans reports that Highway 178 is now open through the Kern Canyon after nearly a week-long closure. The closure began last Wednesday and is finally reopened. Drivers should, however, expect some delays. There will be one-way traffic control in certain sections, as well as fire crews continuing to work in the area. Be mindful of those crews and, of course, drive safe.
Meanwhile, the evacuation zones remain the same as yesterday. That red area, those are the ones that are under evacuation order. People should not return to those areas. The yellow sections continue to be under an evacuation warning. People should be prepared to leave if told by officials.
And a reminder, if you need to evacuate from the Borel Fire, there are 2 shelters open, one at the Tehachapi Education Center and another at Burroughs High School in Ridgecrest. The United Way has set up a relief fund for survivors of the Borel Fire who have lost nearly everything. To donate, you can scan the QR code there on your screen.
And for all the information relating to the fire, you can call the number there at the bottom of your screen. It was set up specifically for the Borel Fire. The call center is open from 9 in the morning until 7 at night, 7 days a week.
And of course, we have full team coverage tonight, on air and online, tackling everything you need to know about the fire. Later in the show, Eyewitness News reporter Stacey Rasmussen finds out what homeowners can do and what insurance covers. And stay tuned tomorrow, Eyewitness News reporter Solomon Ladvenka went up toward Breckenridge Mountain, taking a look at the aftermath and the incredible efforts made to preserve our broadcast transmitter.
And the winds have been a little bit lighter, and that is kind of helping out with the fire situation. Although there has been a flare-up, take a look at the satellite shot here, and it shows that we've got some additional burning over here on the northeast flank, right about there. That will be just to the north of Paiute Peak, kind of moving slowly toward the Kelso Valley. That's where all the active portion of the Borel Fire is right now. At last report, 57,300 acres, but it sure looks to me like there's been more than that. There'll be an update, I'm sure, sometime this evening. 89 degrees with 13% humidity and gusty winds to 18 in the fire zone right now. And in Bakersfield and the South Valley, it's clear. Pretty nice afternoon. We had a high of 96. Right now it's 95, and the winds out of the northwest at 12 miles per hour, pretty low humidity, dew points in the 40s. It feels pretty nice outside. 82 in Tehachapi, 89 in the Lake Isabella area, 102 over in Ridgecrest, and of course always cooler along the coast. The dew points are down, so it feels quite nice out there. And again, the winds moderate, not really all that strong. There's a gust of 25 in the Edwards Air Force Base area. Temperatures tonight will be in the 90s most of the evening, down to 69 by Wednesday morning. Clear skies in the mountains tonight, down into the 50s, some 40s for lows. A nice evening, though, temperatures in the 70s. We'll be in the 80s in the Kern River Valley, down to 66 degrees by tomorrow morning. And then comes the last day of the month. It's been a very hot month, and we're going to start to see a warming trend. We'll talk about that and monsoonal moisture coming up in just a few moments. Michael, back to you.
Thank you, Miles. Now to a story grabbing a lot of people's attention online. Wasco's mayor facing serious allegations after a video of him went viral on social media where he's allegedly tried to meet up with a minor.
Eyewitness News investigative reporter Leslie Valle takes a closer look at what's been unraveling since that video was posted last week.
There's no question that Mayor Garcia needs to lawyer up. These allegations are very serious.
Wasco Mayor Alex Garcia is being accused of attempting to meet with a minor. This after a video circulated on social media appearing to be Garcia confronted by two men who set up their own sting operation after posing as a minor and sending explicit messages on Snapchat. The video, labeled as child predators, shows two men telling Garcia, quote, to stop meeting with little kids and meeting up with little boys, end quote. Moments later, Garcia is smacked in the face. It's unknown when this video was taken or what happens before or after. Since the video was posted, Garcia has deleted both his Facebook and Instagram accounts, and he's since lawyered up with Humphrey and Thompson, attorneys at law. As for the two men taking the video, Eyewitness News has tried to contact them for an on-camera interview, but haven't gotten a response. Former prosecutor Nima Ramani says if the two men aren't law enforcement officers, it could be the start to a difficult case.
When it comes to presenting a case and testifying in court, if there is a prosecution, that's something you want detectives, deputies, and police officers to handle.
On Monday, the Wasco Police Department released a statement saying they were aware of the situation, but because they believe it took place in Bakersfield, the Bakersfield Police Department will be investigating. Both departments tell Eyewitness News that they have tried to contact those who took the video, but have not heard back, which Ramani says could be an issue.
You would need the individuals involved to authenticate the video, the Snapchat messages. Without authentication in the chain of custody, the evidence would not be admissible in court.
And if those that took the video refuse to cooperate with the police, he says there's a possibility the investigation goes nowhere.
But if they cooperate, they provide all the information and evidence to law enforcement, I expect this investigation to be wrapped up in a matter of days or weeks.
And just this morning, the Kern County Democratic Party called for Mayor Garcia to resign following those accusations, stating they condemn any acts of sexual assault and harassment in any form, especially involving a minor. In studio, Leslie Valle, Eyewitness News.
Well, yet another Kern County Board of Supervisors meeting took place with the notable absence of Zach Scrivener. It marks more than 3 months since the District 2 supervisor has been missing. On April 24th, Scrivener's house was searched by Kern County Sheriff's deputies after allegations he inappropriately touched one of his children. 2 weeks after the search, Scrivener took a medical leave. There have been no updates given in the investigation.
Well, one man is dead after crashing into a parked truck last night in Lamont. Kern County deputies were called out around 9:30 to Georgetown Avenue and Field Street. The driver of a sedan was pinned inside after crashing into a flatbed truck parked on the side of the road. He later died. The KCSO said the man appeared to have gunshot wounds, but no bullet holes were found in the sedan. The coroner will release the name of the man as well as the cause of death.
The California Department of Public Health is investigating a rise in valley fever cases connected to people who went to the Lightning in a Bottle music festival. As of now, the CDPH has identified 5 patients with valley fever who attended the festival, 3 of which were hospitalized. They also say that valley fever is associated with exposure to dust and dirt at outdoor events, just like this one. If you attended the festival and have been experiencing respiratory infection symptoms for longer than a week, it is encouraged that you visit your healthcare provider and ask to get tested for valley fever.
A military dog was awarded a medal for his service during his retirement ceremony. Dawn is an 8-year-old Belgian Malinois. Edwards Air Force Base says his explosive detection skills led him to being handpicked for 11 Secret Service missions, helping protect 3 different presidents. The retirement ceremony was held last week. As for Dawn's plans for retirement, he will now be adopted by an active duty airman.
Coming up here on Eyewitness News at 5 o'clock, people not the only ones needing saved from California's ongoing wildfires. The incredible pet rescue up north.
Plus, the Kern County Animal Services has set up a special service reconnecting pet owners with their animals who might have gotten split up by the Borel Fire.
And then later here at 5:30, cybersecurity experts sounding the alarm over passwords, why your information may be at risk, and how to protect yourself.